Okay, this is because she made me do it. But I have to give April credit because she also made me give these lectures once, and I ended up really liking it. So maybe I'm gonna end up really liking this. I'm making it a video, okay? We're supposed to be talking about what happens behind the scenes of the studio and just being raw and honest. So I'm in the bathroom in a different position. Usually I'm on the bathroom floor, but I'm sitting on the counter because I'm trying to find a way to hold this without my arms getting tired. So I want to talk about the perception that everything is just so glamorous when it's not. So I'm gonna flip to some pictures. Just the story behind these pictures. So part of running for me from on my end of having the studio be so successful and making it work is having a dance company. And because from the pool of students that we cultivate, that we get to dance with, that we share the space with, that we share all the vulnerabilities with, all that stuff, it's so awesome then to take that to the next level, to a performance level. And that's just kind of been my mode of operation since the very beginning, since I started teaching classes. The way that my classes ended up being promoted was actually through performance, and then that led to a dance company, and it just kind of snowballed from there. So I had auditions a couple of weeks ago, and I honestly didn't think anybody was going to show up. But a lot of people showed up, and so I ended up taking more people than I had intended. I really was just auditioning for one, and if one didn't show up, then I was just going to continue as is. And so I ended up taking more people, and what that meant was a simple performance that I'm doing in July is turning into like a full-blown show. And so with that means a ton of rehearsals, that means a ton of organization, and that also means promotion. And here is what I'm trying to get to is promotion. Like, what is promotion? And those pictures that I just showed look super cool, if I do say so myself. It looks like I'm in some kind of exotic location, and we might imagine that I have some kind of photographer, and we might be thinking that, I don't know, that I spent a long time getting ready. And in all honesty, I slept in that, and I still had glue on my eyelashes up here from the night before because we had the graduation ceremony for our first accelerator. They did it. Woo-hoo. And so in the morning, I woke up a little bit panicked, like, hey, I'm about to go to Cuba. I have rehearsal every single night. I have studio stuff every single day that I can't let fall behind because I'm going to be gone for a week, but I have to promote the show. How am I going to promote the show? When am I going to promote the show? What's the name of the show? I just did a huge show last year with all these great photos and videos of all these beautiful women. How am I going to top that? How do you ever top that? What are you going to do next? How are you going to come up with something new? And I just said, Ava and Gabrielle, that's my kid, my oldest. Get in the car. We're going to go find some dirt. So we went to, I thought I was going to go to a baseball field. And before we left, he's like, hey, Mom, you going to put a bra on? Because that's kind of gross. And I was like, I don't want to. And so he was pretty grossed out, so I did. I didn't even brush my teeth, nothing. I didn't have shoes, nothing. So we got in the car, we drove to the baseball field. I was thinking I could play with clay. And there was a baseball game happening, so we went down the street and we climbed a fence and we went into the middle of the dirt, and he's all embarrassed. He's looking around, and I said, just take some pictures of Mama dancing. And so I just did my latest class choreography, and he snapped some pictures. And then we got back in the car, and he told me it was the most embarrassing thing ever. And we came home, and I had dirt, stuck to my knees and whatever. And so I took a shower. And people started asking me, hey, where'd that picture come from? Blah, blah, blah. Even my friends from France were like, wow, in America, you have a lot of photo shoots. And it wasn't. So my point is that the perception of things being so glamorous, they're not. The things of, everything, like the resources that it might appear that we have, we don't. That was just me and a 12, almost 13-year-old, just, me dragging my kid to help. So all of that to say, what? We spend a lot of time marketing, putting images out there. We do it at the studio. Everyone does it in all of our social media land, and everything just looks super cool. And for the most part, it probably is just, you know, like playing in the dirt. You know, if I go down a negative road, I could say, man, Julie Simon, you're 47 years old and you don't even have like the resources for a photo shoot. Like you have to go, you know, roll around in the dirt with your kids because you don't have a photo shoot. I could think like that, but I choose not to. And I just choose to, you know, keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. So maybe I should make that twofold. One, okay, so you see, there's nothing glamorous. Two, you should come see the show because it's a fundraiser so that I can have resources. Three, it's a studio-based event using people. Almost everyone in it is from the studio. So, you know, it kind of cycles through, and that's the beauty of it. Jeepers. So, okay, I made a video. That's it. In the bathroom, Julie Simon, me and my iPhone. That's kind of a cool shot. Okay.